He's one of the richest men in history. But behind the fame and philanthropy, there's a side of Bill Gates you've never seen. Welcome to Investing Bloom, where we expose the truths they don't want you to know. Stay till the end, it gets shocking. Bill Gates is often seen as a tech genius, a billionaire philanthropist, and the man who revolutionized personal computing. As the co-founder of Microsoft, he helped usher in the digital age, turning a garage startup into one of the most powerful companies in history. But while most see him as a hero of innovation, there's a growing number who believe there's much more going on behind the scenes. The real story of Bill Gates is far more complex and controversial. Back in the 1990s, Microsoft wasn't just making software, it was crushing competition. The US government filed one of the biggest antitrust lawsuits in history, accusing Gates of using unfair tactics to dominate the industry. What surfaced in court wasn't the image of a calm innovator, but a CEO willing to bend the rules, manipulate markets, and force his rivals out. While the case was eventually settled, the public saw a different side of Gates, one driven not just by innovation but by absolute control. This wasn't just business, it was a war for digital dominance. Then years later, Gates re-emerged not as a tech mogul but as a humanitarian, investing billions into global health and vaccine development. On the surface, it looked like a legacy move, a billionaire giving back, but deeper investigation raised uncomfortable questions. Why does one private citizen hold more influence over global health policy than many governments? Why do his decisions affect millions in developing countries? Critics accuse him of leveraging health crises for influence or even profit. Some of it is conspiracy, yes, but not all. The real issue isn't what Gates is doing, it's how little oversight he faces while doing it. Beyond healthcare, Gates quietly became the largest private farmland owner in America. Over 270,000 acres. That's not just a portfolio asset, that's food power. At the same time, he's funding lab-grown meat, gene editing, and artificial intelligence. He's investing in how we farm, how we eat, how we learn, even how we think. If one person controls the building blocks of civilization, is that innovation, or is it empire building in disguise? And yet the mainstream media rarely questions him. Why? Because some of those same media outlets receive funding from Gates-backed foundations. When money flows in, stories go quiet. The lines between journalism and influence blur. Can the press really hold power accountable if it's funded by that very power? What the public gets is a filtered, polished version of Gates, but the full picture remains in the shadows. This isn't about blind suspicion, it's about asking the questions we're told not to. Why does one billionaire have unchecked influence over health, food, technology, education, and media all at once? Why are critics labeled conspiracy theorists while real concerns are buried? The world is changing fast. And when one person holds that much sway over how it changes, silence becomes dangerous. You don't need to fear Bill Gates, but you do need to understand him. .point.dup, close TFLA 24, closey 2025, indulged and fullen. If this opened your eyes even a little, hit that like button and subscribe. At Investing Bloom, we uncover the side of billionaires you're not supposed to see. Comment below, do you think Gates is helping the world or controlling it?